It is Saturday, December 29th, 2018. I'm very excited today to announce our first annual Messi Awards. You need to stick around. You got to find out what the categories are, who won, why they were picked. And I got to say, it's a lot of fun. So stay tuned, or else your face will fall off.
If you're reading saga or crying from the muir, he'll deliver a sunset flip, so hold secure. He's got comic books and wrestling all night. This is not live with Adam Messinger. Adam S. Messinger.
Welcome to episode 48 of This Is Not Life with myself, Adam S. Messinger. Today, as I said, we're getting into the Messi Awards. First annual. I've got a list of them. Now, the rules are, it's my favorite. That's it. I'm not going to say best because that's too definitive. These are my favorite things. So we're going to get into it. I've got a whole list for comics. I've got a whole list for wrestling, mainly WWE stuff. And I'm going to start off with the WWE stuff. So Kevin, if you could cue up a public drum thing and maybe cue up the crowd, because I'm sure there's a crowd sound out there to represent the millions and the millions of people listening to the first annual Messi Awards. So the favorite TV match of 2018 is Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy on March 6th, 2018. It is a match for the Cruiserweight tournament, and it contains one of the nastiest spots I think I've ever seen. And I mean nasty in a good way. Like, they do something that can only be described as disgusting and nasty. I think I've said it's nasty. Have I said it's nasty? I think it's nasty. So, Buddy Murphy's arm is on the rope. He's on his knees. Mustafa Ali hits a 450 onto Buddy Murphy's arm, and the sound it makes was unlike anything I'd ever heard, and I don't get how his arm just didn't snap. Go out of your way to watch this. As I said, it's my favorite TV match of 2018. Moving on, the next Messi Award for favorite pay-per-view match of 2018 is Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Asuka at TLC. Sure, I'm biased because I saw this one live, but it was still my fucking favorite. I will never forget the sight of Becky Lynch coming off a ladder onto Asuka and Charlotte as they lay on the announce table. That was my favorite match. And Asuka winning the title was really quite perfect. Asuka needed to win the title. I was sad she won the title because, quite frankly, I am a mark for Becky Lynch right now. Moving on, it's a perfect transition into my favorite WWE person of 2018. And that is the man herself, Becky Lynch. The man has had a breakout year. from her turn at SummerSlam all the way through with her promos, her great matches. It's been unprecedented, the rise of her character from the moment she beat the shit out of Charlotte. I loved when she beat the shit out of Charlotte. And I hope to see 2019 be just as big of a year for Becky Lynch. Hopefully in 2019 you're going to see Becky Lynch main event WrestleMania. That would be my desire. Hopefully she's able to do that with Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. So I would be thrilled to see this character work keep going. If you follow Becky Lynch's Twitter, holy shit, she fucking burns people like nobody else. One of my favorite Twitter feeds, because she doesn't tweet a whole lot, but when she does, it's something, she's saying something important. Last up, for the WWE Wrestling Awards section of the Messi Awards, the Messi Award for favorite promo of 2018 goes to Daniel Bryan with his return promo on March 20th, 2018. This is the whole speech of, if you fight for your dreams will fight for you. Inspiring, lovely stuff. It had truth to it. It had conviction. It's one of those things that motivated me personally. I loved it. And nothing really topped it for this year for me. In fact, I'm still looking for one of those gray and blue Fight for Your Dreams t-shirts. So if you have the link on that, hook a podcaster up. And that wraps it for the wrestling section of the Messi Awards. Stick around. We got a word from a definite, real, actual human sponsor. And then come back for the comics end of the first annual Messi Awards. Lifers, I am very excited to introduce our new sponsor, Turin Cleaning Supplies. Now, if you're not familiar with the Shroud of Turin, it's actually a piece of the clothing Jesus wore when he was buried. I think that's it. And anyway, basically, Turin Cleaning Supplies guarantees with each cleaning rag that a shred of the Shroud of Turin is in there, and whatever you touch will become instantly clean. You got a dirty bathroom? Touch the wall. Clean. You got a nasty bathtub. It's all gray with human skin particles that have left over from how gross people are. You touch it, clean. Nothing has been this clean since, quite frankly, you were able to hit the clean button in a video game. And it cleaned all the stuff around. Like in Mario Sunshine, where you had the jetpack and you hit the button and it cleaned graffiti. Yeah, this is like that, but better. Because you got Jesus power when you are cleaning. If you got a nasty floor, you're tired of vacuuming, Bam, drop it on the floor. This thing is clean. As I said, this is engineered with special Jesus power. And it can be yours for the simple price of $199.99. It's free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. In fact, you can even vomit as part of the test all over wherever you want to. And you touch the area the vomit is in, boom, clean. It's almost like it teleported someplace that you don't know about. You can call them at 1-800-909-9900 or go to turincleaning.com. That's right, turincleaning.com. With the promo code TINL, as in this is not life, you can save up to 30% on your first purchase. Go. They're going to sell out real quick. Nobody's ever seen anything get cleaner than Turin Cleaning Supplies. And here we are back with the comic book section of the Messy Awards, the 2018 first annual inaugural Messy Awards. So I'm going to start with my favorite single issue of 2018. This comic cost $0.00. It was actually a free comic book day offering from Image Comics. Barrier Number 1 by Brian K. Vaughan, Marcos Martin, and Mustafa Vicente. I think I said his name right. I may have completely botched it. Apologies. I loved this book. The art in it was spectacular. Marcos Martin really proved that there's nobody like him out there who can tell a story the way he can, who has the imagination that he does. Brian K. Vaughan is a master of developing characters, and just within this first issue alone, the characters he develops, well, he developed, whatever the fucking tense is, those characters were very 3D to me, just in the little bit that they were in there. This helped me brush up on my Spanish. My lovely girlfriend knows Spanish, so she was able to translate for me. But I love this book. This book was spectacular, an excellent first issue that led into a wonderful miniseries. But, unfortunately, for that series, it was not the best series or miniseries of the year. In fact, the best miniseries of the year isn't even over. But it's definitely captured my heart. That is Batman Max by Sam Keith and Rhonda Pattinson. I'm a huge fan of this series. It's nice to return to the Outback, nice to return to the world of the Max. It's fun to see Sam Keith draw all the background stuff with the Outback. The most recent issue, issue 3, featured all the ties into Batman's world that Sam Keith has done. That was a lot of fun to see. I love this series. The first issue didn't quite hit with me, but issue 3 really solidified this as a return to the Max and a return to everything that made the Outback great. Which leads into my favorite penciler inker of 2018, and that's Sam Keith. Quite frankly, anything Sam Keith does is the best thing to come out that year. he has such a wide range of talent, whether it goes from drawing gigantic, puffy, blow-up fish like he did in Batman Max, to beautiful portraits of women. And in a lot of his other stuff, he'll draw childlike drawings. I mean, he can do it all, and he runs it all through in his storytelling in many different types, evoking many different emotions. This man will always be my favorite penciler, inker, artist, person. I love his stuff. Whose other stuff that I like, while Sam Keith is an amazing penciler, inker, everything artist, his writing is, while it's good, it's not quite as good this year as my favorite comic writer of 2018. That is Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire has written The Sentry and did an amazing Sentry series over at Marvel. But my favorite stuff he's done is all the Black Hammer stuff. I've caught up with Black Hammer this year. It's been my favorite book to follow monthly. I read it voraciously. He's put out Cthulhuese one-shot, which features such a minor character telling a wonderful story about what it's like to be a little girl with a Cthulhu-type head, being related to Cthulhu. He's mainly done Black Hammer Age of Doom as the main series for Black Hammer, and Quantum Age has also been spectacular. In fact, Quantum Age has answered questions that are in the original Black Hammer series from the last couple years. If you like superheroes, this book is a must-read. Lemire's developed a wide gamut of superheroes in such a wonderful, in-depth universe. And as I've ranted about Black Hammer, it should come as no surprise that my final Messi Award for favorite series of 2018 is Black Hammer Age of Doom. Black Hammer Age of Doom, while Quantum Age is very good and it's a fun homage to future superheroes, Black Hammer Age of Doom is such a mind-bending series. It answers some of the major questions set up in the original Black Hammer. And while it is a sequel series, some of the metaphysical messages, especially in, I believe it was 5 and 6 or 6 and 7, the issues Rich Tommaso drew, really make you question creativity, how it works, who you work with, all that stuff, all while in the confines of fictional characters. It gets very meta. So I'm a huge fan. I cannot recommend you go out and buy this series enough. If you've not read the original Black Hammer, you need to fix that. They just came out with a library edition that has everything in it for the first series. So go add that to your life. And that concludes our first annual 2018 Messi Awards. I loved the things I mentioned. They were all my favorites of their respective categories. But see, you might have your own takes on what should or should not have won. And you can message me what those are, why I'm wrong, why I'm right, what works best in your eyes. At Adam S. Messinger on all the social medias. You can also hit up DandelionMassacre.com if you liked our theme, and go listen to them, shoot them a little bit of cash for their wonderful music outside of this theme. DandelionMassacre.com, DandelionMassacre.com. I'd like to thank Kevin Lane for putting up with my sporadic recording, and when I want to do that, and being a trooper as always in getting this stuff out on time and recorded. He has been an excellent editor, and I cannot thank you enough. You've made 2018 a wonderful year for me in this podcast. Thank you, Kevin. I'll give a quick shout out to Ted Gabbard, who edited the podcast for the first part of the year. Again, thank you for putting up with all my sporadic scheduling, especially when I was doing it 3 times a week. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Ted. Visit him at Friends of Ted on Twitch. Or handsometwitchstreamer.com. Wait, no, the Friends of Ted is on Twitter, not Twitch. Something like that. I don't know. But you'll find him if you look, and it's worth it. Dan Faughdner did our lovely graphics, logo, all that good stuff. I'm grateful. Everybody who's listened throughout 2018, I'm very grateful to you as well. Without you, this would not be possible. So thank you. I look forward to doing this more in 2019. It's been a lot of fun. It's been living a dream of mine. So I'd like to thank you. If you've supported this podcast in any way, back when I had the Patreon, I had a couple of Patreons. Thank you for those of you who subscribed while I had it up. And with that, I will see you in 2019. Bye. Have a good new year. Stay safe. Don't do too much acid. Bye.